Called him that crazy cool cowboy, wild to the bone. Raised all kinds of hell, made that name his own. He'd roll up grinning in that beat-up Ford, mower in the back, dreaming more than he could afford. Always in boots and rarely a shirt, backwards cap or a cowboy hat. Country through and through, no doubt about that. Yeah, he was rowdy, lit up the dark, life of the party, always leaving his mark. Wheeling and dealing, always working to spin. You roll your eyes, but he'd rope you back in. He dreamed like a drifter, burned like a flare, took every curve like he hadn't a care. Now the black top's quiet where his two wheels spun. Damn, it hurts. He was way too young. He'd argue with God if he thought he was right, but hug you so hard you'd forget the fight. Built something from nothing with sweat and pride, with tools and who knows what right there by his side. Cast like a legend, real never stale. Lines in the water, he fished with a will. Son, Jesus is faithful, the preacher would say. He tipped his hat with a grin. Jesus is awesome, by the way. Didn't quote scripture, but he knew where he stood. A wild-hearted cowboy, trying to do good. Yeah, he was rowdy, lit up the dark, life of the party, always leaving his mark. Wheeling and dealing, always working to spin. You roll your eyes, but he'd rope you back in. He'd dream like a drifter, burn like a flare, took every curve like he hadn't a care. Now the black top's quiet where his two wheels spun. Damn, it hurts. He was way too young. He loved the military with all of his soul. Being a Marine was his lifelong goal. His plans did change, but his heart never quit. Stood tall for the flag with Republican grit. Respect for the fallen, he never forget. Shook every hand of the heroes he met. He'd crank up a tune and belt every word. Hadn't moved so smooth, made the whole room turn. Dance parties at home, cutting a rug, laughing so hard the wall shook with love. He was crazy about his sister, his Irish twin, always together through thick and thin. They teased and they fought like siblings do, but she was his world, and he sure loved her too. Yeah, he was rowdy, lit up the dark, center of the storm in his own backyard. Still hear his engine as his diesel rolled through, still see his boots by the porch in clear view. He dreamed like a drifter, burned bright then was gone. We're still picking up pieces, trying to hold on. We watched him grow, we laughed and we cried. Now we hold his memory close by our side. Here's to the good times, the thunder, the roar, to the one we still look for, walking through that door. We miss him more with each setting sun. Our crazy cool cowboy, the wildest one.